Okay, there we go. So we got one of our cameras up and running. Let's see if you guys can see that one. Okay, there we go. So we got that one up and running. Let's get our microscope camera. That way you guys can see what's going on here. Alright, so we're getting that last camera up. So while that's going on, let's go ahead and check this out. So what I've done so far is I have taken the console apart. I did test it before off camera to see if I was getting an image. I wasn't getting an image, so I did go ahead and I just took it apart. So it's apart now, and you can see it right here on my desk right there. That's it, right? Let's go ahead and get this fixed. So I'm thinking it's a retimer chip, right? Because I've dealt with a lot of these consoles before, and every time I've dealt with them, HDMI port or retimer chip, that's what I usually try. I did go ahead and I cleaned off, all the actual thermal paste off of here already, so the thermal paste is off. I did check the HDMI port. HDMI port is fine. I don't see any pins that are damaged inside, so I've just eliminated the fact that it could be the port, and I'm going straight for the chip. So let's go ahead and pull this chip off. And once we pull the chip off, then we'll be able to get a better idea of what's happening here once we take that chip off. So let's get you guys underneath the microscope. Yep, there we go. And let's get this repair done. So that's the chip right there that we're gonna need to pull off. Now you guys are seeing it a different angle from the angle that I'm seeing it from, but nevertheless, still the same job, right? The job hasn't changed at all. So let's get our temperature dialed in. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull this chip off, and once I've pulled it off, then I'll go ahead and we'll test this. Right, I don't know how I'm gonna get you guys to see the test, but I maybe on my Facebook page. Let's see. I'm not even sure if it's even streaming right now. It's supposed to be streaming. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually showing anything. I don't know if there is a way to actually post my stream on Facebook. I don't think so. I don't think these two companies really like to work together. But let's try this one. Let's see if this will work. I'm just going to erase what's there and then try this new one and see if that works. This works. Okay, let's go ahead and remove this chip. Now, on the other series that I'm posting, which is, showing multiple ways that you can remove the actual HDMI port with hot air or without hot air. If you haven't been watching that, you can go to my Facebook page and you can watch it on Facebook. I think I'm gonna erase that. I'm going to delete that post and create a new one because that post is not working out. There we go. Got a better one. All right, so let's continue. And if you guys haven't removed these chips before, take a little bit of time to get, warmed up. But once they're warmed up, then you can just lift them off. Not a big deal, not a hard repair. Usually a straightforward repair. Maybe I have the streaming, I guess the streamer issue where whenever you go to stream, nothing works out. I'm just checking the solder to see if it's melting yet, and it's a little bit, but not all the way melted. That one is melted. Oh, and I'm knocking components off the board. Maybe the beginning and the ending of my YouTube career. Alright, I need my glove. I'm toasting my fingers. I don't want the board to cool down. You don't want to let the board cool down. So I got my glove. And the glove just gives me a little bit more time to hold my hand underneath the heat. Right? That's pretty much all it does. At least for me. And it's like my hot air station is not putting out enough heat. Wow, that's crazy. That's really, really crazy. That looks good, or good enough. So let's go ahead and get the chip to replace. And just like most of these repairs, there's plenty of different ways you can do it. You don't have to do it this way. This is the way I prefer to do it. There's plenty of YouTubers out there and plenty of other repair shops out there that's showing you how to do it. And this is not the right chip. That is not the right chip. So we're not going to put that one on. See if this one is it. So let's let you guys see this chip. Oh, I was wrong. It was the right chip. I was wrong. And I could have sworn that one was the TDP. Not sure though. I don't know what happened to it. It flew. off the board. So I'm just gonna double check this chip right here that I just took off. Like I said, I'm not even 100% sure anymore which one it is, but we'll figure it out. If it doesn't work, replace it with the other one. Yep, so this is TDP 158. That's the one that we need. And these chips are different, so make sure you get the right one for this job. Maybe I don't have any, and I just assumed that I did. All right, just give me 1 second here. Let me just double check. That's an Xbox One X. Okay, so that is TDP 158. So let me see if I do have that chip. It's a 1S. I have a 1X package here, but I'm not sure if I do have the chip. Yeah, the ones that I got was for the Xbox One S. Had a little straggler. Trying to see if the straggler is the right one. Does that look like it? This is the old one. Nope. That's 75 DP. So that is an Xbox One S. Not an X, that's for the S. Alright, so let me look back in here and see if I have truly ran out of them. And it doesn't look like I have any of those parts. A lot of PS4, but no Xbox. Let's see. So this one says Xbox One S, but I'm unorganized, so I might just have the part in the wrong location. Let's just double check underneath the microscope. Yep, so this is another Xbox One S part. So we're gonna put that off to the side because it's not what we're looking for. We're looking for one X. Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch. A lot of Nintendo Switch parts here. There's more. Yep, Nintendo Switch. So we got a lot of Nintendo Switch. And let's see if we have one Xbox One X board. I don't think so. Alright, so I don't think I have the part, right? And for my first YouTube live video, that's terrible. Really, really terrible. I should have been a little bit more organized before I went live. But either way, there's a lesson to be learned there. Multiple lessons. One of them is what chip the Xbox One S uses versus the XTDP158, and this one is 75DP159. Two different chips with two different boards. Okay, Xbox One S, Xbox One X. Okay, two different parts, two different boards, and you don't want to. They're not interchangeable. I don't think so, at least. You know what? Let's go ahead and let's do an experiment, right? Worst case scenario, it doesn't work. I don't know what's the difference between the consoles. I don't think there's like like a 4K or I don't think that's the difference between them. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and solder this one down and we'll test it and see what happens, right? Worst case scenario, it doesn't work. But I haven't tried this before, so I figured it's worth trying. I mean, it can't do a lot of harm because it's not, I mean, yes and no. I don't see it causing any problems at all, but we'll just try it. I don't think they work, but we'll try it. put some pressing down firmly on it to get it to sit down on the board the way it's supposed to. And as soon as I see that last solder melts like that, I think it's down. So that's it. Yep, that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and test this, guys, and then I'll give you the result. My phone is ringing. We'll try this and see what happens. I don't think it's gonna work. I think I might have seen a couple videos on that before and people change it out. Don't think it works. It doesn't cause any harm though, but it's just another experiment for my own awareness, you know, of that information. So I will see you guys in the next video. Right, the next time I post, I should have the part for this, and that way we have a proper video going on and not just this thing that I started and don't have the parts for. Alright guys, so thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next